Well. Hello and welcome back. Last stream was short, so we're doing this on Thursdays again. And now we will continue with the case. We were finally able to, last Tuesday, which was just 2 days ago, prove that Edgeworth was most likely not the murderer, although we know he's not. Hey Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day. Okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. I don't think there's anything really to talk to her about, but I mean, I guess we might as well. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Yeah. Oh, and he wanted me to get you bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know, I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? I haven't made that connection, but now when Phoenix mentions it, yeah, I see the connection. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in my local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. I don't think you will, because if she kind of takes... I mean, I guess maybe you'll meet her before she takes over you. Or however it works. That's... Grossberg probably doesn't have anything to add, so we might as well talk to him if he's here. Oh, he's on vacation today? Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Good to know that that is out of the question. Criminal Affairs Department. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? It's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Yeah, move, and Gold Lake entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Yeah, we just found out he was. I haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kianci. Alright, rental shop or Gourd Lake Woods? I think rental shop probably has... I mean, we're probably gonna need to do both anyhow, so we might as well go with Woods. Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, yes? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks? Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there is one thing that's as clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by that bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Called his eyes Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. We'll get that report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait, I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her. It's like weird phrasing. He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Gonna guess there is nothing really here to see. So let's go to the boat shop. That's the only thing left. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Oh. That is less than expected. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted a bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We got to win this case, Nick. What do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure. Okay. So we should go back to the... Oh. Aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably... Can't read it today. They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, all. Hey, it's Lotta. Elle really did it today. What did we do now? Now, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to you all. Make it up? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had though. I'm sorry, I know I caused you all a lot of trouble. Yeah, you almost made an innocent man get thrown into jail for murdering someone he didn't murder. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. I mean, the first time you witness a murder. What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rock it to stardom. Alright, Lotta. You go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right, I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most Southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We're gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Deal, of course. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? If you see something, you'll come to me first, got it? Okay. Right. See you later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting you don't seriously mean. Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's really impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh? Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the Deal 6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it though. Hey Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah? It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. I don't think there is anything else for me to talk to him about. Actually, maybe we can examine stuff. Doesn't the Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. What's this machine? That? That's a compressor. I used it to fill up that balloon there with air. Neat. Just got a repair yesterday. Man, that was a drag that was. The original something like, hey man, whoever caused the product, the original first wins, why don't you add it? I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning. Boat rental probably doesn't have anything, so let's go to the woods. Hey y'all. Well, you'll find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving, it gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, whoa, no you don't, no sneezing. What, shoo? I told you, no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to the things a little softer than a bang. It would trigger on one of the Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry is nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying's a serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Oh, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A YOFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career making photos this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Okay, so it's just the same dialogue, but it's not marked as if I've done it. That's interesting. I mean, no, I was wondering, yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy and it turns out like this enlargement did? Hell crazy? A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do you think I am? The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial. Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. I don't think I have anything else to really add there. So I need to prove Gordy, something about Gordy. Sorry, Nick. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and we've seen this conversation before. Is there something else for me to examine? Lake? Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? I mean, we've already had this conversation yesterday. I don't think there's anything else. So is there something new at the boat rental shop now when we have Maya? It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at that dock. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. So this was useless. Do I have to just throw a bunch of stuff at Laura? Or do I have things to examine? Laura's camera is staring out at the lake. As usual, even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. Oh right, she's even not here anymore. Oh no, wait, I'm examining. So let's present the lake photo. I'm glad I did that enlargement. No kidding. If we didn't have that, Edgeworth would be in prison now, or worse. There's never a lack of drama when you're on a case, is there, Nick? Why are you always on the verge of horrible failure like this? Careful or this stress will send you to an early grave. Thanks for the cheerful message of support. Could we mention that hey too? Okay, that's interesting. That's why I raised the sensitivity of my mic. Just watch yourself from now on, okay? Sorry. can we present... We've already presented that. So I think I've gone over everything to present there. Nothing new to talk really, even though it says there is. Presented everything for you, I've done all the examination. So I have to move again. So let's go to the lake entrance and detention center. Maybe Edgeworth is here? Looks like Edgeworth is in for questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Not that apparently. Criminal Affairs Department. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How is the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the Deal 6 incident. And that guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. That's a quick pan. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in the court tomorrow too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? Monster down at Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Laura. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay, I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you'd like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? It's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile, Missile, here boy. Aww. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Look Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. This will help us how? Oof. Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah, how are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try it, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. Oh, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're gonna look for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. I mean, my immediate thought is the metal detector, not for... Doggo! Hello, Tycat! Welcome to the stream. And yes, indeed, a very cute dog called Missile. My thought is, Missile is still in training, a fishing pole is a freaking fishing pole, and a metal detector might at least maybe find me something. Like, after all, the gun was fired 3 times, Lotta heard it twice, we have 1 bullet. The other one, if it missed Edgeworth or missed the victim, get doggo? Maybe later. First I'm gonna try the metal detector. My thought is maybe we'll be able to find the second bullet Lotta heard in the woods. I know the dog's cute, but it's not like we're gonna see it anyhow. It's not gonna show up. It would probably just be an item that we can present. Which would be adorable. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Metal detector borrowed. So yeah, let's move back to the lake. Can we present a metal detector? I mean, we can present a metal detector, but we can't do anything about it. There's a lot of metal. Oh, I accidentally screenshotted. Move. Let's go to the woods. Will presenting the metal detector do something? Hey Laura, look at this! A metal detector. I know what it is. I'm not sure what that's going to pick up Gordy, though. Unless he's been eating people's watches and spare change or something. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. But can we use the metal detector? I mean... it would be nice if we could use it. The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. But it doesn't look like we couldn't do the woods and we couldn't do the beach. So maybe we do... Tycat, maybe we will actually go for the doggo. Oh. Maybe we will not go for the doggo. Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look. Huh? An air tank? And the valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to the sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Well, we might as well take it with us now that we've found it. It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. And I think we just gotta ask Larry. We see a bunch of flags back there. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry? Yeah. I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence. How are you even supposed to read that contraction? There are strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something? You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? The big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well. As I suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us! Fine, whatever. It's like what I said. The compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then, blam. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank in the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went out flying into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Yeah. Mystery of Gordy. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy? Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait, I need proof. You got a photo? Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already. Let me see your proof. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be my friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used his air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated steel samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. No, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. Yeah. I mean, on one hand, what did she think? On the other hand... Actually, no. It's a bit weird to have your entire future and hopes and dreams be reliant on Gordy. That's especially because she's apparently really, really young. I do not know where or what Inverness is. So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Oh, where Nessie is. I thought that was in the, Lake Loch. Or like Loch Ness. They say that he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up at the path here. Boat rental? Is someone there? I mean, it looks deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know? Hmm? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just a lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. I did not know that, Tycat. Bye now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the Butz. Someone should whip that Butz into shape. Yeah, I mean... if Larry Butz is involved, you know it's gonna be a crap show. Hey Nick, this is the boat shop that Laura was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. I don't think we're allowed to do that. I think this is breaking and entering. Meg? That you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. I'll make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Ollie, the kids are home. Hello, hello. Ah. Nick, what was that? Parrot, the one on the perch. Keith! Yes? I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello. Squawk. Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. A pasta shop? Yep. To think, the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know? So that makes you two the third generation. Meg? Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You tooth, Keith? Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here is the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep them. Boats out there. Youngsters these days. Darn if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We got to find some way of getting information out of him. We can Actually, let's examine first. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me. What are you, forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Holly, how you been? Hello, hello. I mean, hearing that double hello just reminds me of Annoyotron from Hearthstone. An absolutely annoying card to actually deal with. 2 mana, 1/2, taunt, divine shield, at least when I played Hearthstone. Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop take. First time I've seen the word erstwhile. No clue what it means, but I can guess. Too bad all she can say is hello. Har 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 har. All Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Look, a little safe. It's locked. What did you expect? Wow, there's loads of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these... That's while adverb in the past, at a former time, formerly, till then or now, heretofore, formerly similar, heretofore, formerly, in the past. Thank you for the dictionary lookup, Tycat. All these fish are saltwater fish. Polly, what's your name? Polly! Huh? Cute. Nice, found a new friend. I don't see anything else worth noting. Oh, we can talk about Polly. Ah, my memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to all Polly there. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squonk. Alright. Hey, Polly. Watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick. Write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Can we present... Why can't we just... Is he gonna have anything intelligible to say? No, listen here, Keith. Remember what pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow lioli. We figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. I mean, I might as well present Polly. Now listen here, Keith. Why does presenting Polly not do anything? Okay, can we present Gordy? Does that do anything? No, it's just more rainbow lioli. No, just more rainbow lioli. I don't think we're getting anywhere. And this animation is too bothersome to actually go over all the possible things to present. I guess we might as well move then. At least we've met the witness now. Oh right, yeah, you're right. We can re-examine the safe now when we know the code. I mean... Feels a bit wrong... Oh. We know the code, but it's still locked. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to actually just open the box while he's looking. That would be kind of rude. Now the question is, what is the next thing for me to do? Okay, Edgeworth is not out of that yet. Grossberg, do you have anything? You do not. Can I... Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Well, yeah, I mean... How did you mention it? Didn't he say I had a meeting to go to? Oh, that's right. Let's come back later. No, we can't fish because we don't have a fishing pole right now, as it seems. And I don't think we would steal the... caretaker's fishing pole. That would not be very nice. Yeah, it's a shame. Fishing can be very relaxing. She's not even here anymore. So there is something probably I'm supposed to do then. I don't think there's anything like, oh, analyzing the table I don't think should do anything, the kitchen shouldn't do anything. Talking, I've already talked, so there is something I gotta present. So we'll have to listen to a lot of Rainbow Lioli. We did that, we did that. Overhead map. If this actually shows something... Okay, good. I would have been a bit frustrated if the overhead map was supposed to be the thing to actually present. And this animation is certainly not helping things. I mean, it's only the second lake photo and the... Actually, did I show the second lake photo? I think I did. So there doesn't seem to be anything I can present. Maybe my lawyer's badge will finally do something? Oh. Is that a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith? Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir, no, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. I don't know why the music cut off. I mean, the wet noodle doesn't exist, so we might as well promise that if it puts him at ease. Because that doesn't actually... Yeah, like, if we say we've promised to run the wet noodle, we don't actually have to do anything, and we will fulfill the promise because there is no thing to actually run. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you serious about or sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Like photo? Yeah, I mean, there is a kitchen. It's not a very nice kitchen, but it's a kitchen. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith? Yes? It's okay, you can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep, the other night, out on the lake? Yes, yes? I know all about that, I've seen it. What? Tell us. Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. And I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back, and a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Huh? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yeah, but the kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. Think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. I mean, I could, but wouldn't Grossberg also potentially have something to say about it? Guess we'll start with Gumshoe. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the Deal 6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but to think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about Deal 6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the Deal 6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. You know the boat rental shop down at Court Lake? Oh yeah, the old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How was you? That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Laura Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. I didn't mean to click that. Okay, yeah, I think Polly is just a thing to present. What's that? Did we bring Polly with us? Or is this a photo we're presenting? Either way, it's odd. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental Oops, parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? Deal 6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget, Deal 6. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the Deal 6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to Deal 6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the Deal 6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Whoa! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that Deal 6 quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of Deal 6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the Deal 6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right, summary. Found it! Here we go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we are holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 PM on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Typical Japan. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. And we also saw a big clue. There was a bullet hole in the glass. And that is not where the body was situated. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. Yeah? From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Oh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be that guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. Man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well then, he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much so he had brain damage. Lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much, we'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that the boat shop caretaker is Yogi. Like, out of the people involved who knows about DL6, he is one of the few ones it could be. Like, it's not, obviously not Edgeworth. Obviously, Edgeworth's dad is dead. Gonna keep overwriting the same save file just because I can. Oh, the court is in trial for blah 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 blah. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I'll call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. Is that mysterious boat shop owner? Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the West Restaurant and Wet Noodle at Court Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Yeah, I hate Von Karma too. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear this testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the midnight of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, their boat comes back to shore. A man walks by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, no. Yes. Mr. Wright? Of course I want to cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Actually, no. It would be more appropriate with the D-O-R-I, but I can't do that one. Now, here I have a contradiction, because I do know the first shot happened before midnight, but how do I even present it when they are in 2 different text boxes? And where did that bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good, continue. I guess I'll do this. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, yes, around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did, yep. You see, continue. I guess I'll continue to press things before I start presenting evidence. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. I mean, yes, I do know that Lotta Hart's first photo is timestamped to 11:50, but I'm not gonna present it yet. I want to see first if I can just press on people. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. Because pressing at least doesn't... Sometimes I have to press first. But you clearly couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at that time that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but it was right there in front of me, I saw him. This is a rather important detail, please add it to your testimony. And this is why you always press first. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. And Karma, he lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. There will probably be a lot more of that, Tycat. I don't see why wait and see what happens would benefit me. I don't know what the objection is gonna be, but I might as well. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand on the gun found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Continue raising objections. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his words is all I have. It's also a pretty weird thing to say if you supposedly shot someone that you were surprised that they died when you shot them. If you were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say this testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good, there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nix needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh, that's the first time you lose in that sort of way by... The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Normally, like that guilty comes if you use up all your chances, not when you just press. Because ultimately, this was because I pressed and continue to object twice. To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait. Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order? What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did, a gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony when I realized that something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right, if only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. Right, okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Ew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yeah. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right, and he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And I saw the pistol lying on the floor on the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah, this might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. It was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. I mean, this is why I call the stream Frustration Camp, because we did have a contradiction in what the man said, the caretaker, because we do know the first shot happened at 11:50, which is not after midnight. But we couldn't present that evidence, probably, because that wasn't how we made any progress. Please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of the December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward. I mean, we do know there's more than 10 minutes between the bangs, so it's logical for him to just hear that, see nothing, and go home. But I'm going to press on it. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order? Order? Well, Mr. Butz? Whoa, whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was a real foggy Oh, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh? Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should start working on it. I guess I'll just present on the last one. Single gunshot, went home, present Laura's testimony. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Laura Hard testified yesterday that she had heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? That's not how it works. Mr. Butz, what? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butz, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept his testimony, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I mean, he has to continue. I have nothing else to go on. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butz. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... Oh, booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard that sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright, and I'm gonna guess there's an objection. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. No objection. Weird. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshots. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is a most ludicrous testimony. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Is that a clue that we gotta press? Because this is like, okay, yeah, no, wonderful. I mean, we know he heard... What happened to the second picture? Oh, this one, I guess. Yeah, we know it happened at 11:50, so we know it's this one he saw, and this one happened later. But do we have any evidence that makes this... that, like, we can present? I mean, I guess Lotta's description is a contradiction, because she says after midnight. But the text is, it's almost Christmas, which means it's before. We know that is true, but are we supposed to press like it made it seem like we were supposed to do, or is it the Lotta's disposition we're supposed to... Because we can't lose by pressing, as far as I know. I'm gonna press on all the things I haven't pressed. If not, I'm gonna present the Lotta's deposition. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone, on Christmas Eve, alone. Shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio, that's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butz, how loud was your radio set to that night? I don't think there's anything to press there. I guess we can press that. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I guess we will present the deposition, because there's only one thing we skipped over, and it feels like if that's... Okay, good, this was correct. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Oh, what's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard that gunshot. Indeed, and... almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard that gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order? What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butz's claim he heard the gunshots before midnight? He's right, and we have proof. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshots before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. Our camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. I mean, Laura's camera would be one. Another one, potentially the pistol, because it was fired 3 times. So I guess I'll just do the camera. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see? Your Honor? Sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. How is that not correct? I mean, I guess it has to be the pistol having been fired thrice. Like, what else am I supposed to present? I mean, this proves the photograph was triggered by a gunshot, but the thing I'm trying to disprove here is that a sneeze didn't trigger the camera, or something akin to that. Now, we do know that Laura recalibrated her camera, but that is not a part of this evidence, so we can't say that. Even though we know that is true. That you now is sensitive to a sneeze, but it wasn't before. So I'm gonna guess I have to present the pistol, because it's been fired 3 times. I mean, maybe the article, because, oh, it's loud, but once again, that doesn't prove that it was as loud as a gunshot, and it also doesn't prove that the camera wasn't rigged for exclusively gunshot levels of loudness. And it's really weird that we can't open this article and see the relevant piece of information, like exactly how loud it was. So it's either the article or the pistol. But the pistol doesn't prove that it was a gunshot. Technically, neither does the article. It was the camera setup that would prove that, but we don't... I don't know. I failed when presenting that. I mean, I guess I could kinda present Laura's deposition to say like, well, Laura said it was a gunshot, or sounded like a gunshot. She might have been mistaken about the time, but she did clearly specify that it sounded like a gunshot. So I have 3 death certificate. I mean, it doesn't necessarily prove it either. Like, the autopsy report is about the same level as the Gordy article in terms of how reliable it is. It doesn't say 1 shot. It just says shot from 1 meter away. Yeah, I mean, we do know he died from 1 shot, but that also would just... If that is the information we want to present, that just further proves what karma is trying to say. So that's a bad thing for us. We kinda don't want to say that. Also, just because he died from 1 shot, it does not mean the first one was not a gunshot. Because obviously the first one could potentially just have missed. I'm gonna present Laura's deposition because she specifically says gunshots. Mr. Wright, is that a spell? Oh, it's wrong again. I don't see how Polly would prove that it was a gunshot. Okay, so it was... Bruh. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? I only now have realized the truth. A 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Problem with that is, why didn't the other 2 hear it then? Order? That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:15 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Oh, I mean, I would also presume that. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Oh yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already got another guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong. On karma? A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness in the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 minutes after midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Of course, it was the Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make all of this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... I don't know, because he didn't tell us. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. I mean, I would guess at the boat shop? Around here, maybe? Maybe? Mr. Wright? And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose the spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. So it's not here, not there. The question is, did I have to click on the in the shack, or do I have to click on the boats? I mean, a lot of heart is in the car. So the murder can't take place there. And Larry Butz was at here. So if we are also going to presume it is the caretaker, then presumably it would be... I mean, maybe one of the boats, maybe, but I feel like in the shop would make more sense. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. That's definitely a stretch. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I mean, caretaker, of course. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details, details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. Because you shoot once, people will look towards the noise, and then you shoot again, and now you have people seeing the shot. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Harter did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. That feels like such a weird way to phrase it. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take this down. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes, several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something important to discuss with me. Something important? Sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir? Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. This is a real sussy baka moment. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? You look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? I know there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Dun dun dun. I think that is a good ending point for the stream. So options. Come on. Why is the options button not letting me option 8? Come on, escape key. There you go. With that said, it's time to end the stream. Oh, it's late for you? I mean, I hope you get a good night's sleep, Tycat. Thank you for showing up. I will be streaming again on Tuesday in case you will be able to make it. But with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, day, evening, or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you in the next stream. So until then, take care, and thank you for the follow, Tycat.